What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Thanks for being here. I got a chest day for you. So our last day was a leg day at like midnight. This one's no better. It's actually worse. We got to the gym at 8 p.m. and man, that place was packed. I ended up doing this chest press machine just because this was my option C, my third choice up. My first two options, there was lines for both of them. Lines like multiple people waiting. So the gym was crazy packed at this time. Never want to go at that time again. I'm going back to mornings. But man, let's get into it. Something I wanted to bring up. I don't know if anyone's seen the movie Little Miss Sunshine, but a good quote from that movie is from Michael Scott from The Office. I'm forgetting his name right now, but that's okay. You know what I'm talking about. But the quote goes, he then realized that all those years he suffered were the best years of his life, because those are the years that made him who he was. All of the years he was happy, were basically a waste because he didn't have to learn anything or suffer through anything. And so basically what I'm hearing from that, what I interpret it, and you guys do, whatever you will with it. But man, like, even though it sucks, like, getting up and going to the gym and planning out your day and budgeting and doing all of these things, it feels like suffering in the moment, but it sucks. It's easy to push aside. But the more you get on top of doing stuff like that, man, like, the more you're gonna become just the best person, like living up to your potential type beat. And like, you're gonna look back and miss the time that you spent building yourself, so just enjoy every moment of it. Like, when you're on your way to the gym, just look up at the sky, smell the air, see what it smells like. Like, remember what it's like to be your age when you did this, when you whatever this is for you, whether it's workout related or not workout related. Like, no one's gonna be able to take that away from you, the more hard work you put in. So just, like, drink it in, man. Smell the flowers. Like, it's a beautiful time, man. Every day is beautiful when you're building on yourself. And I feel like I don't have enough time in the day, like, to get everything done that I want to do for myself. Like, reading books and keeping my room in order and clean, and making these videos, going to the gym, making sure I got groceries, making sure I spend quality time with my cat, making sure I'm meditating. Like, all of this stuff is very important to me, and it's hard to keep up with on a daily basis. But I know that I have goals that are all tied into these things, and I'm willing to put the work in, to get to where I'm trying to be. It's that important to me. And if something's that important to you, man, like, nothing's gonna get in your way. And it's all very important to me because I feel like this is my purpose. I feel directional, If one day just pours into the next for you, like, I've been there and it's not a place I'm trying to go back to, man. Like, I want, I like the pressure. Like, if there was no pressure, what would I, if I wasn't putting any pressure on myself to be a better person, then I wouldn't care what my day looked like. I wouldn't care what happened today, or, I'd sit around, eat some food, and just kick back, and then probably feel shitty about it in a year, 2 years, 3 years. At some point, it's gonna catch up, So while you're grinding and while you're making, the best version of yourself, like, drink it in, Like, when you're not worried about the future, the past, you feel dialed in, and you know that stuff's taken care of, man. Like, drink it every day that you have the opportunity to make yourself a better person and to build yourself into being a better person. Like, no one's forcing you to, no one wakes me up and says, hey, go to the gym. No one says, hey, you should have, this chicken, broccoli, and rice instead of that cheeseburger. Like, I'm at liberty to do whatever, and I'm choosing to build myself up. So I might as well enjoy it, man. Because all you can control is your effort and your attitude. So you might as well have a good attitude while you're expending your effort, or else you're going to be one miserable person, and it's not going to be that fulfilling for you. So that's my 2 cents on that. Back to the workout. You see I'm doing flies on this bench here. because it was hard to find anything that I could get into. I was surprised I found the Smith machine when I did, and was able to do some incline on that. But I was trying to not lose my chest pump and trying to like have a really good exercise. You know, so I feel like at this point I was getting my chest pump in, but still I'm looking around and there's people standing everywhere, like everyone's in there like on top of each other. So I ended up doing a little burnout at the end, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. Something I've been talking about a little bit, but I'm not gonna spoil it this time. Usually I do, but this time I won't. But even though it's late at night, even though there's people, you know, benches aren't open, machines aren't open, there's a wait for things, we still got in the gym and we put our best foot forward, and you know what, we had a damn good workout. And it's funny because while I'm watching this, all of my shirts are either like super baggy or like aren't really my size yet. Because when I used to live in my old house, I had a closet full of clothes that didn't fit me anymore, or that I had bought that I never got to wear because I got too heavy. And then I had a closet full of clothes that was all like, you know, my oversized shirts, oversized sweatpants, everything that I told myself, like, you know, oh, I'm gonna get rid of this section once, you know, I fit back into that section. That I moved out of the house before I lost the weight. So now I have a much smaller closet. And I even gave some things away that had tags on them that I couldn't fit into. But I still have some things, you know, in this closet that have the tags on them that I bought, you know, and said, hey, I'm going to be able to fit into these one day. I know we've all got clothes like that if you're coming from a situation like mine. So I'm excited to be able to fit into those soon. But this shirt might be on the brink of some of those clothes. I mean, it fits well enough, but, you know. But as you can see, there's just people everywhere. There's at least one person on like every machine that you can see. But I was waiting for these for a while, so it was nice that I got to go hit those flies on that open bench and then come over here. I mean, we still made it work, man. And there's always ways around. There's always different exercises to try and find out. But my chest is actually feeling really pumped up this day. And my chest is stupid sore right now from my little finisher. But I'm gonna start including a lot more fun stuff on my chest days, not keep it so dull. I was going with the mentality that I wanted to just preserve the muscle, but I think my way of preserving the muscle is gonna still be like to try and gain muscle, still doing volume, but pushing myself a little bit more. You know, like I did on this day, to try and really solidify that chest, man. Because before, when I was, you know, eating like 800 more calories, I was able to still drop weight and gain muscle and lose body fat percentage. So I'm trying to do that just, you know, at a little bit steeper of a rate. But either way, you know, I'm gonna be happy with the results because I know I'm putting the work in. So at the end of the day, it's all good. It's all gravy, baby. But I was able to push myself on these, and I felt a really nice stretch from those flies. But even right now, as I do it, everything's kind of tight. Oh, nice. But then we got the fly machine, and since summer's out, or since school's out too for summer, then you know, I can't even blame them because I used to do the same thing when I was in high school. But you know, my buddies would go to the gym like super late, and you know, with like 4 or 5 of us in a group, and I'll just keep, you know, taking over little parts of the gym. So I'm not mad at them, you know. I just try and do my own thing, try and stay, you know, in my own lane, not really talk to or bother people too much. Just like I prefer when I'm at the gym for people not to talk to or bother me. But there's a lot of cool people that have like come up to me and talked to me, and a lot of cool people I've talked to at the gym. So I don't mean it like in a bad way, but like I just mean it like when I'm in gym mode, you know, socializing isn't really high on the list. But I'm a talker, so if you get me talking, I'll probably be talking. But flies are feeling cool. Sorry, it's gonna be a lot of the same angles, and I wasn't able to film every set just because there was like lots of people around, and I don't like to intrude on other people's privacy, you know, just for the sake of my videos. So people at my gym do a really like neat job. I say neat because it's not necessary, but a lot of them, like if they see that you're filming, they, you know, try and get out of your way and things like that, which I would never expect anyone to, you know. Do your workout the way you please. I'm not here to, you know, interrupt anything. I'm just trying to get my little set recorded. But I did have a really nice chest pump, and then we're getting these done. I'm not going super heavy, but I am trying to just, my mind to muscle connection on this chest day was really nice. So I was able to like pull it all the way back, and then, oof, yeah, we're still a little tight. Still, a little bit tight. Man, but we're wearing a looser shirt today though, so that helps. But all in all, this pec deck too is, I don't know if you can see the fly machine on the other side. That one's nice. It just feels so different. I don't know why. It just feels different, you know? But then we get to these. These are really, honestly, I didn't think I'd like these as much as I did. But I wanted to get some decline work in a little bit. And both of the cable flies were taken and they had lines. So then I wanted to do the hammer strength, and the hammer strength was taken, and there was a guy waiting for it. So I came over here and I was like, okay, I could probably do some like decline, you know, cable presses. And that is what I did. I just kind of leaned back in the chair a little bit more. And it says you're able to do a press or a fly with this one, but I found that I couldn't get my full range of motion on a fly, which was cool because I wanted to do these presses anyway. And it was feeling really nice, like rounding out my chest, you know, and everything. So I was really happy with these. Sorry it's so close, you know, but camera angles hard to come by in a packed gym, let me tell you. But I really did have fun this day. I had, you know, a decent amount of time that I spent in there. This was the next day after I went to the gym at like midnight, so it's hard to kind of break down like all of the calories I burned. I know without including the night workout this day, from this chest workout and just from running errands and doing things throughout my day, I burned 5,969 calories. So we're still getting our calories burnt. We're still, you know, taking the stairs instead of the elevator, and trying to get in, you know, extra work wherever we can. So I think that that's important too. It's just, you know, being mindful throughout your normal day when you're not at the gym, to add, you know, maybe it's just going up and down the stairs in your house a couple times, you know, more than you need to, just to get some extra steps in. So whatever it is, just, you know, if you're watching TV, maybe watch TV standing up instead of sitting down. All these little things, you know, will eventually help. And just being mindful of it, you know, is important. So here we get to our finisher. Great finisher. I had a lot of fun doing this. It may not look like I'm having fun, but we are doing push-ups until failure. So my Apple Watch, I wanted to keep it on to keep calories burnt, keep track of my heart rate. But it did, you know, hinder my ability to, like, I feel like, do proper push-ups, and that's okay. We try to work around it. I sped this part up because it's already a long video, and this particular part, I think, was like 10 minutes of just me trying to force out some push-ups. So we're doing normally. I was trying to get sets of 10, and then I opted for sets of 5 after that. I ended up doing a lot of just like on my fist because it was easier on my wrist bars. But I tried to push out as many as I could, and this really killed my chest. At the end, like, I'm still feeling these today. And so, at this point, I was like, screw it. You know what? I said to a failure, we're doing girl push-ups. I don't care. I'll do sets of 5 girl push-ups. So, instead of my feet, I got my knees down right here. It was still kind of hard because I was wearing these super long shorts. And so, if I wasn't leaning, like, into my fists, then my knees would slide back. But full push-ups, girl push-ups. I say girl, I don't mean that disrespectfully. That's just how I know them, you know, to be called. But push-ups, traditionally, push-ups on my knees, if that's more widely accepted. I go back on my feet right here for some push-ups. But I'm trying to just take, I know sometimes I take a longer break, and I'm looking at my watch a lot. It's because I'm looking for my heart rate, you know, where it's at. Because I feel like if I'm under like 120 beats per minute, then I have enough energy to keep doing more. Just sometimes I'll just wait to see that number go under 120, and I'm like, alright, that kind of tells me like, alright, get back into it, you know. So I was trying to breathe it out, do like 10 to 15 seconds in between, and then just try to keep going. Sometimes I go over on that, but I wanted to just keep getting back in there and, you know, trying to force some out, even if I felt like my chest was too pumped up, if, you know, I felt like I didn't have any strength or couldn't keep going. I just wanted to keep trying to force them out. Because, I mean, especially push-ups are like a body weight thing, you know. And I haven't been able to do a good set of push-ups in a long time. And now I'm like, I can get 1, maybe 1.5 pull-ups. So body weight things are a treat, man. Like, I'm happy that I can even do this as a finisher, you know. There was a time where I couldn't do like not any push-ups at all. But there was also a time way back in the day where I used to do 100 push-ups before every workout, just to stay disciplined. So I've definitely fallen out of that. I can't do that anymore. But I'm hoping to build back up to it. You know, just doing body weight type things. I feel like I'm not going to overexert myself just by doing body weight. It's still going to burn a lot of calories. I still sweated like a madman in there. And it was a great finisher because everything else was taken. And I was like, you know what? I've been saying I was going to do push-ups on a chest day for a while now. Like actual working sets. And so doing this as a finisher really got me excited. I'm definitely going to be adding these in a lot more. I can't wait for my next chest day so I could do these again. So we're going to keep them coming, man. Very exciting stuff. Oh yeah. Look at exhausted Ronnie. Trying his little heart out to push himself. Go. 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 Push-ups are cool, man. I'm happy I could do them. Blessed that I could do them. Want to do more of them. Want to do different kinds of push-ups, you feel me? More body weight stuff. I think it'll really help me out, keep me flexible and limber. But all in all, pretty good chest workout. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. I hope you do something nice for someone today. I hope someone does something nice for you. Even if that person's yourself, man, that's okay. We love that around here. So I appreciate you for sticking through the whole video. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll catch you on the next one.